Eve Ensler, Myriam Merlet was the chief of staff of the Haitian ministry. She was a good friend of yours. Could you tell us about her and your experiences with her when you've been in Haiti?
Yes. First, I just want to thank you, Amy, so much for going and finding Myriam. It means so much to many of us. Myriam was she was a light. She was a force of Haiti. She was one of the great feminists. She was a radical feminist. We joked often about the fact that it was wild that she and Marie-Laurence, who's the Minister of Women, were actually in power, that we had radical feminists in power. She was a woman who left Haiti in the 70s and then went back to fight and to stand up and to bring about social change and progression and fight for racial freedoms and equality and for gender freedom and equality. And I had the fortune of meeting Myriam and becoming in touch with her in 2001 when she brought the Vagina Monologues to Haiti and really began to work with Vide as a sister in the movement, and then was there a year ago when they did the Vagina Monologues in a huge performance there in Port-au-Prince and in Cap Haitian, and where we met with many women who Myriam supported, the Ministry of Women supported, and we were able after that visit to do a joint project with the Women's Ministry to open the first Haiti sororities safe house, Vide Safe House, with Myriam and Marie-Laurence in Haiti. And I will say that I think one of the things I feel most sorry about, and it's really being echoed by what Amy is saying, is just I don't understand why relief hasn't gotten there faster and why we haven't gotten workers there faster who can dig people out. It just seems strange.
We'd like to go to this tape that Amy did down there, this clip, this clip of her.
Avec beaucoup d'émotion qu'on se trouve ici à New Orleans, quand nous savons ce que signifie New Orleans pour le peuple noir et surtout après Katrina.
It's with a lot of emotion that we are here today in New Orleans when we know what New Orleans means to black people here and especially after Katrina.
Et donc j'apporte toute ma sororité, toute mon affection à mes sœurs de New Orleans.
We bring all our sorority and affection to our sisters here in New Orleans.
Nous sommes ici pour parler du travail que nous faisons en Haïti, notamment avec le support de Vide.
We are here to talk about the work that we do in Haiti at the ministry and especially with the support of the Vide Foundation.
Et c'est un travail qui a commencé depuis très longtemps avec les organisations de femmes qui, malheureusement, manquent de moyens, n'avaient jamais pu ouvrir une maison d'hébergement en Haïti.
This work started a long time ago with non-governmental women organizations. Because they were lacking resources, were never able to open a shelter for abused women in Haiti.
Donc là, maintenant, nous sommes fiers de pouvoir dire que nous allons avoir notre première maison à Port-au-Prince.
And now we are really proud to be able to say that we're going to have our first safe house in Port-au-Prince, Haiti.
Donc, on nous reste à remercier de nous avoir invités.
That was Myriam Merlet, the former chief of staff of the Haitian Ministry of Women, who was killed in the earthquake last week. Eve Ensler, that particular speech that she gave there, could you tell us about it?
Well, that was in Vide at our 10th anniversary at the Superdome in New Orleans when women reclaimed the Superdome and transformed the suffering. And I can't but think of the connections and the parallels between what happened in Katrina and what is happening in Haiti right now. You know, the slow recovery, the people not getting there in time, getting people food, people not getting water, so that people end up feeling panicked and getting violent and then being accused of being looters. All the same language seems to be being used right now. But I must say about Myriam, there are so many extraordinary women in Haiti, forces of nature and resilience, who know full well what to do with the country's future. And I think what Danny was saying earlier, how this recovery happens will create the path for what comes after. And we must must put women in the center of everything that happens. Their voices must be heard and must be the people who determine the future of Haiti. The outside world can no longer determine the dependence, the control, everything that's been there in the past. This is an opportunity for us to support the Haitians to take back their country, to have a vision of the future of the country, and to put women in the center of that envisioning.
And I'd like to get, for the last minute, Amy, your last words.
Well, on the issue of Myriam Merlet, and I know the head of the you are looking for Eve.
We found her just now, right before I got on. I found out that the minister is alive. I just got a call.
That is beautiful to hear.
Yes.
And that is so lucky. And right now, though, we are. It is absolutely critical that people understand that the life of Haiti is at stake. That the aid that flows in, the kind of work that has to be done with community organizations, with the UN not working, and this is one of the biggest complaints, the international aid agencies being afraid of the people as opposed to working with the community leaders who can distribute the aid, who can empower the people in their communities. That's what's going to make the future of Haiti stronger. Danny said, he had questions about the Bush-Clinton choice in aiding Haiti. President Obama talked about rebuilding and reconstructing. For the United States, we'll add a third R, redemption. The U.S. has had a very sordid history with Haiti, keeping it down, this first slave rebellion-born black country, the first black republic. And we can turn this around by respecting the people of Haiti.
Well, Amy, thanks for that, and stay safe, and we'll get more reports from you. That does it for today's program. Eve Ensler, thank you for joining us. I'm Juan Gonzalez. For the latest on Amy's trip to Haiti, visit our website, democracynow.org, and follow us on Twitter. Thanks for joining us for another edition of Democracy Now!